I am Slick Nick, the living legend of hair loss and your personal hairline hero. You've wondered, where have I been? Well, I was on vacation last week. I was in Golden, Colorado, and it's an awesome place. Do any of you live in Golden, Colorado? It's possible. I passed you on the street and you didn't even know. That was me. Oh yeah, that was me. Also, it's just a lot busier at work, so I have less time to make these hair loss videos. So in case you were wondering, there's the answer. Let's talk about the thing that you care about, the thing that you're obsessed about, and that is men's hair. So here's what I want to say is my official proclamation, as I've been alluding to it in other hair videos. This is my hairstyle for life. I really think it's as official as it's going to be. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's been, 2 weeks since I had my last official cut, which didn't touch the top at all. Just the sides and the back. Doing a #1 guard on the sides and the back. See how we've even had that little trademark little curl there? I feel like I've perfected this, over the past couple months that I've had this. I've perfected it, made it my own. Probably, this length is the length, 3 inches, and then just redo the #1, which I have learned from my personal experience that each week is another guard that it grows out. So if I had this 2 weeks ago, then this is closer to a #3 now. And then 6 weeks, get it done again. It's that simple. It's that low maintenance. I love it. I mean, it doesn't matter what happens when I wake up, what it looks like. I just get the comb and I comb it into place and I'm done, because the product that I put in from the day before takes care of it, using basically that clay type of pomade now. Very simple. I've proven that it takes less than a minute to fix my hair. So, and it's totally playing into the matured hairline, and I am saying matured, not maturing, and not balding, not receding, because the reality of it is I'm 7 months away from turning 40. Once you hit 35, that's pretty much the hair you're going to keep for your rest of your life, up until about 70. Some men start just losing their hair, like Johnny Cash. Even though his hairline was still intact, he was actually thinning out so much. So that happens, but that's way down the road. Once 35 happens, that's pretty much where you're at, and I talk about that very openly in my videos. So haircut for life, and this has been an ongoing storyline, for the 5.5 years I've been making these hair loss videos, is that I could never really find a haircut that I was happy with, that I really wanted to keep. I was always experimenting and changing, shaving my head every 1.5 years, which I'm not saying I'm not going to do. By the time I turn 40 in April 2021, that'll be the 1.5 year mark, and in theory it will be time to shave off my hair again. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know, because now I just feel like this is it. It's a matter of certain people, I was about to say certain men just can't seem to commit to certain things in their life. There's men who've never been married. They've been in love, but they've never been married. They couldn't commit. That's how I've been with hair my entire life. And probably largely because I imagined that I would not always have hair. And as many of you know, I always envisioned myself being noticeably balding by age 33. That didn't happen. And this is about as bad as it's gotten. And so I think now that I personally come to terms with that, I'm like, okay, well, I'm probably, Jeff Goldblum is a prime example. He's in his 60s. He has a hairline like this, and he actually has a hairstyle very similar to this. So I've come to terms with that, and it's one less thing to worry about. Just keep this hairstyle. It's already edgy for a guy my age, and especially as I get older. And if somehow I did lose my hair past the age of 35, which is very unlikely, then I'll accommodate. It's not a big deal. My identity, my confidence is not based on my hair, and I talk about that all the time, which should be the way you see the world as well, which is why I always remind you that link below will answer all the actual important questions you may have about hair loss. There's 5 questions that you ask yourself. The best out of 5, in other words 3 or more, determine whether you're going to lose your hair or not. And again, it's pointing you back to age 35 more than anything. So watch that video, and then also in that same video, I go over the 10 things that society actually judges you on. They don't care about your hair, but they are judging you even more harshly and worse than you could ever imagine. Just not about your hair. It's about 10 other things. So if you haven't seen that video, that's all that actually matters when it comes to the subject of hair loss. Check out that video right there. Feel free to leave a comment. But if you're going to ask me to look at a picture of your photo, that just means you don't respect me. It means you're ignoring me. Because all that matters is what's in that video right there. So if you have any questions, watch the video, and then you tell me the answer to the question that you were going to ask.